Hello, good evening. I hope some people can join. Hi, Daddy Freeze. Today I want to discuss, should we do business with people that we condemn? Talking about those in power, those we criticize. Should we do business with them? Hi, I am 12. Should we do business with those we condemn? I want to know what you think. Some of the people in power that we condemn, we talk about our government not being good, but yet, if they call you for a show, would you go? If they offer you a business contract, would you go? Let's talk about it, man. We know that Nigeria is now a bit like scratch my back, I scratch your back. If you support me and I win election, I will support you. So in reality, should we really affiliate? Hi, Melije. Should we really affiliate with those people we condemn? Should we do business with those people in power? We all can see what is playing out in Nigerian politics. We see what APC is doing. Should we still go back and still be friends with these guys? Some of the people we complain about today in government, we are people who were supposedly fighting for democracy in their own time when they were young. Today they are the oppressors. That, if you cannot beat them, join them, is playing out in Nigerian politics. But what should be our stand? Should we really affiliate with all these people? I want to know what you think. The voice of the people is silenced. Yakubu Mahmoud and his INEC is just doing whatever they like. So what should we do? What should be our stance? Should we support APC? I ask myself a question. If I'm somewhere, probably in a party, and I'm hearing that Sheyi Tinubu is coming, or Tinubu is coming, what should I do? Should I walk away or stay there? It's easy to join them, because you know now you cannot beat them. It's harder to be in opposition when you know you can get a position or even win a contract when you join them. So what exactly should be our position? You know, that's my curiosity, that's what I'm asking. The same government that were saying that they're treating us bad, what should we do? If they call you for your services or they want to do business with you, what should be your stance? What should be your stance? I would like to know. The other day, Oke Bakassi was criticized because he went to do or perform or anchor an event for the governor, him and Kate Henshaw. So I would like to know. I would like to know what really should be the ideal thing to do. Should we say it's all politics? After all, it's all politics. Should we say it's all politics and then go ahead and mingle with these guys? It's difficult to find out who is good in Nigeria now. It's difficult to find out who is for the truth or for the people. It baffles me. Look at what played out in Imo State. Look at what is playing out in the politics of 2023. So should we go and join them since we cannot beat them? Or should we stay away from these guys? I'd like to know what you think. There are a lot of young Nigerians that are doing well who probably want to help Nigeria or join politics. But then this is what they are left to work with. Those people will all know that they are not good enough, but they are in the hands of power. So what should we do? That's the question. What should we do? Should we go ahead and distance ourselves from them for the next 4 years or 8 years and be in opposition? Or should we say, oh, it's just politics? The reason I'm saying this is PDP is now relegated in Nigeria. Labour Party don't even stand a chance. So it's all APC now. APC is in the helm of affairs. So it's a difficult one. It's a difficult pill to swallow. Well, I would say what I would do personally. Just like my principal Peter said, he's going to be in opposition. However long that opposition lasts, yes, our INEC is rubbish. Yes, our judiciary is compromised. Yes, it's difficult to even know there are good people in Nigeria, more so in Nigerian politics, and also in other government arms, legislation, judiciary, even the executive. Everything now is by who you know. Scratch my back, I scratch your back. But the good people cannot give up. I don't believe that what is happening today would have happened. It's happened, and here we are. So the choice is ours. Either we wait for another 8 years, or we join them. Everybody go there alright. My sister, everybody no go there alright. But I don't know what they saw. Everybody no go there alright. It's not like there is no money in Nigeria. There is a lot of money in Nigeria. As it stands today, Nigeria is the richest country in Africa. That means our politicians are stealing the highest in the whole world. Because the amount of money we are realizing, even today, I saw a news that they've agreed to open up Total Energies to start drilling about 275,000 barrels a day. Do you know how much money that is? Now those people who go to that meeting will still share the money. Pengassin and the rest, the government arm and everything. All of them will share that money. You know, go reach me and you. This year go still they sell like 1,500 a liter. We're in a mess. By December things will skyrocket. Because usually December everything will put money. So think about how expensive things are now. And imagine how expensive it's going to be in December. The Naira is still dancing up and down. You go backward by 2 steps and go forward by 10 steps. We're in a serious mess and we cannot be alright with this. People are still dwelling on sentimental and tribalistic value. That's it. As a people, we're not matured enough. Politics is not matured enough. And what's off? Our democracy is now dying in our front. Nigeria is now one of the least democratic countries in the world. There is no way you will convince me that APC won in Imo State. No way. They started signing or filling out the form even before election started. They will learn the hard way, of course. But what I'm seeing in Nigeria is the highest level of stupidity. Things are not working, but we don't care. Our own person must enjoy small. We must eat. In fact, everybody knows this and nobody cares. It's normal. The other day, Olusabakoba was saying boldly on her rise that Nigeria's case is turn by turn, shop by shop. It is really, really painful that this is now a public knowledge of what is obtainable as far as our politics is concerned. And yet nothing happens. Yet nothing happens. How long are we going to continue like this? Where other countries, other African countries are doing so well. Look at the country I'm in. I'm in Malta. How many million? What's the number of Malta? Lovely place. Road, everything well done. In fact, every part of Europe you go to, almost the same thing is obtainable. You see zebra crossing, people are crossing, the cars will stop. Everybody. So why is it that all these countries I'm going to, everybody understands how to live, how civilization works? In Nigeria, everything is upside down. That's why I keep wondering, is it the same God that created us that created other people? Or he get one demon will create Nigerians? Malta is a beautiful system, my dear. My city, my dear. I just came to there. Very small island, 2 islands built together. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the weather. I'm wearing t-shirt, I'm outside. London is freezing to death. And you come out here, guess who you see? British will fool this hotel. Nobody like the code. This is what Nigeria is supposed to be benefiting from. Where is our tourism sector? They just they chop money. The whole of Abuja, only Hilton you go see, you go see Oyibo and probably Sheraton. Where is our tourism when we don't have security? The judicial system is where I'm very concerned about. Of course. That's why I mentioned Olisa Abakoba's comment. Olisa Abakoba's comment. When people who have attained the highest level, he used to be the former NBA president, we say they don't have any hope in judiciary. Obviously, said it in her interview. That gave her a concern. She said to her husband, what is this? This is the height of it. Or what we call judiciary, because we don't have free judiciary. I was speaking to a South African man. The guy is I don't know if he's a diplomat, but he worked in one of the high multinationals and he was covering a very sensitive post in Africa for that multinational company. He was saying to me that this is what South Africa did. 2 things that saved South Africa: free press, free judiciary. Do you know what is happening in Israel now? They are protesting against the prime minister, which is Netanyahu, before this war started with Gaza. And guess what Netanyahu was trying to do? He's done 2 tenors. He wants to do the 3rd tenor. And he's trying to remove free press, so he will be in charge of the judiciary. That's what Israel said no. Even during wartime, Israel is still fighting that he goes. They don't like him and his ministers. Not just him, they want him gone and his ministers. But because of the war, he had to form a coalition party. In fact, one of the guys still refused to come and join him in forming that coalition party, or coalition government rather. So it's only him and one other guy just to fight this war. So if Israelites or Israelis can understand the importance of free judiciary, and South Africans can understand the importance of free judiciary to democracy, because without the court, without the judges, there's no democracy. There's no democracy. So there's no judiciary now. Like, judiciary is in the pocket of APC. When political parties come out boldly and tell you go to court, there's no judiciary. You can't listen to obvious person. She said it. When parties brag and tell you to go to court, these people have turned to partisan politics. There's something that Olisa Abakoba said when this lovely guy, Rufai, was asking him, what have you guys done to change the status quo in the judiciary? He said that they did a good reform report that was passed to the CGN then, or CJN, whatever it's called, Chief Justice. They just carried the report dump. They didn't act on it. That report is still there on what's supposed to be, who's supposed to be appointing, how things are supposed to come to power, So these are the problem. These are the problem. Now, somebody like, he said he wrote series of letters, and just one Supreme Court justice replied him and said he's seen, others didn't even bother. You see, he said something about culture.
He said something about culture. Now, when he said something about culture, Rufai said, all you guys wrote in your report is strategy, but action is the culture. Now, what is the culture in Nigeria? Okay, let's go directly to the judiciary. What is the culture in the judiciary? Now, he said that during the time of his father and the late Oputa panel, the Oputas, right? When you call justices, they carry aura, they carry charisma. They are men of. Do you know what it means to be a judge? You're playing the role of God in people's life. You can sentence somebody to life imprisonment. Your word is final. Do you know what it means to be a judge? There is a Bible today. It's a judge pronouncement. Once a judge pronounces, I was saying this thing on somebody's live long time ago, and the guy was saying he's correcting me. He doesn't even know what he's correcting. Once a judge pronounces, you have to get another higher judge to cancel what he pronounced. It becomes law. Talk more of a Supreme Court justice. That's why Tinubu's case is done, because that judge has pronounced it. Now the problem is, he said in those days, you don't see justices in gatherings. It's like some pastors. It's like some pastors that I know, they don't go to occasions. So even if you are their member, they don't go to occasions. There's some pastors that they will go to occasions. Talk more of justices. But these days, what we see is justices going to political gathering, whining and dining with APC members. That is the culture. That is what has become of our justices. And you want to tell me there is hope for democracy? Go and listen to Imo State Labour Party gubernatorial candidate, what he said. He said democracy is dead in Nigeria. Everybody's saying it. And the point is, those people that are benefiting will not care about all this narrative that is flying around. Do you know why? As far as they're in power. But they don't know there was a time PDP was in power. Today, what is happening? Some of these people that are jumping around, there was a time they were in power. Yes. I saw what Femi Adelrobert posted. It made me giggle. He said those that have left PDP go to APC and come back to PDP never wins. So those that left, good luck, Jonathan. Oh, Sunday, thank you. It's not even yet. It's my birthday week. My birthday is on the 15th, which I think is Wednesday. So thank you, though. I appreciate that. So I'm in Malta with family. We're in this amazing hotel. It's actually a resort and spa. I'm having the time of my life. Hi, Videoma.
Hi, bro. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. What's happening?
I'm fine. You see, let me ask you.
You're being so concerned. Sorry, let me quickly say something. You're being so concerned about a country that is not even ready to embrace the current change that has been existing in the world when you mention democracy. Why did I say this? The question is this: people are complaining about the parties, and my question is this: the same people that left PDP, are they not the same people that are on the other side of the party, which is APC? So what exactly, what's the difference? What are we really searching for if we keep recycling ourselves, like jumping from, it's just like you're trying to do a circle jump, you're wiggling from left to right, from left. These are the same people. You get, the youth are not even ready to embrace, okay, let's fight this, let's practice the real democracy. We are not ready because we are just concerned, unless we accept that one of the major problems of this country is tribalism, religion, because I would not say poor education, because 90% of those people that we call our leaders are quite educated. They know what is right, but then they have refused to, eliminate that sentiment that comes with tribalistic value. You get? Like, if you're my brother now and you're contesting for presidency, I would not come and say, you're this, you're that. I shall not say if you reach there, you go favor me. So I would rather like cover up that shame, cover up your where you're missing the whole point, so that you can get there, so I can get what nobody cares. We are not ready to embrace democracy. Nobody cares. They are just after what they can get from that moment. So until we are ready to, remove sentiment, tribalism, and religion, and vote for the right person to do the job, we'll keep having the same thing, whether it's Labour Party or APC or PDP. No, the truth is, let's just reprimand those elders that are constituting nuisance in the society. Let them be reprimanded so that the other ones that are coming under can learn. If the judiciary are ready to do the right thing by, putting those offenders, those people that are abusing the democracy, the government, the laws that governs the country, if the democracy, if the judiciaries are ready to do the right thing, people will be more careful. People would be mindful of the statements and action they are putting out there. That's just it. It's not about the party. It's the same people.
Well, thank you for that submission. You see, Nigeria's case is disturbing to everybody, and we all know what is happening in Nigeria, right? But there's something I want to point out to you. It wasn't like this before. Even during PDP time, you would like to think there is democracy, even as bad as
Yeah.
rigging was then. So
Yeah.
what I was trying to allude to that Olisa Bakoba said was that there was a time justices were respected. So there's a dive now. There's a trajectory. So instead of us going up, we are going down. I don't know. I've put so many things, but I deleted a lot of things from my page. But then there was a time Britain was asking Nigeria to help them. There was a time one naira is more than £1. There was a time you fly abroad for free on Nigerian air. There was a time things were better than what it is now. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? I've listened to a few people that have said these things. I'm telling you. There was a time you go abroad, school, you want to come back because Nigeria was better. Where was tribe, religion, and all that then? Where did we start missing it?
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Arera.
Yeah, yes, my brother Felix. Go on.
Good evening, Vida.
Good
Uh,
evening.
Mr. Arera, sorry, I'm multitasking. That is why, like, I'm doing some other things. That is why I can't really show my face on the camera. Yeah. So, what I will just say is, you see, this country, can never change. Let us accept that reality. The day this country can only change when the ideology is in unison. I don't think it can happen when everybody can have the same mindset towards change. Do you think people really love this country? You can't love your country and support corruption. You can't love your country and aid and abate corruption. You see, Mr. Adira, we can complain from now to tomorrow. Who appoints the justice of the Supreme Court? Is it not the executive? Is it not the president? Who appoints who appoint this other top position in there are
Chief
strategic
of
position
staff.
that there are strategic position that the executive is not supposed to be appointing, position that determines the fate of the country. So when you see those things, what do you expect? The INEC, the director general of INEC is being appointed by the president. So why you see those things, you kind of look at it that how can such a country move forward? The power vested in the central is too much. The president is too powerful in Nigeria, and it cannot work. Look at this. Look at the legislature, for instance. Nobody can actually oppose the president. We have a legislature who is not check and balancing the president. We have a legislature whereby anything the presidency goes. So what do you expect? What do you
So,
expect? So this country is
so what's
just
your
a see. I used to say something. There was a time when I'm less busy. I used to watch comedy skits, but along the line, as my interest in politics increased, I just noticed that Nigeria is the best comedy skit you can ever watch. If you like what Nigeria is the best comedy skit you can ever watch. Nigeria is a very funny country. Very easy to predict. They do things very stupidly because they don't care because they know nobody care. That is it. The
I, I
day
want
the
I
day
want
we
I want to
speak,
say some I
Mr.
want to
Dora,
say something. I want
the
to
day
say
we
something,
start
right?
speaking the truth, uh, the day we start speaking the truth, even when it affects us, is the day Nigeria will change. But in as much as we benefit from hypocrisy one way or the other, when it's your tribe today, you are not saying anything because it's your tribe. When is another brother's tribe tomorrow, he's not going to say anything because it's his tribe. So just Nigeria cannot change. The day we leave hypocrisy and we speak to things, even when it affects us, even when we can benefit from it, then we change.
Okay, I want to say something, right? When Ekweremadu was caught, everybody condemned him. When Ali Madueke was caught, everybody condemned her. When Ibori was caught, everybody condemned him. See, I don't think he's really this is I'm trying to hit something here. I don't think it, and the video I got your point. I got your point. What I'm saying is there's always an element of tribalism, but at the same time, when an Igbo man became Senate president, he had about 5 of them fighting him. They had about 5 Senate presidents from Igbo extraction. So I don't really think it is that tribalism per se. But hold on to that
so
thought. Hold on to that
so
thought. No, hold on to that thought. Obasanjo created INEC for a reason. Obasanjo created EFCC for a reason. Those institutions today are what is causing problem for the democracy of Nigeria.
Because it's
So,
because okay.
so this is what I'm trying to. I'm going back. I'm trying to go backwards to come forward. They say if you want to jump, you have to bend your knees. I'm trying to let's look at history a little bit and see what did our forefathers do.
Mr. Adera,
okay,
even
wait,
see,
so sorry.
okay.
Sorry to say this, eh? What if we look at it from this angle? Do you think that if the power is being decentralized, the system will be less corrupt? Do you think so?
You I don't have the answer to that question. Do you know why? I'm sitting here,
Mhm.
putting this topic up and asking myself a very, very serious, pertinent question.
Mr. Adera,
Set of an ordinary Nigerians now, Nigerians of today, of 2023, both old, youth, and whatever. I mean, the youngest governor is Ayabero. Go and see what is happening in Kogi. Even normally, you don't even get up. You
Mr.
understand?
Adera,
So we have gotten to a point whereby I don't know how many good Nigerians we have. It seems
Mr. Adera,
like we have more corrupt Nigerians. Sorry, Felix, I'm trying to land the point. I will let
okay.
you talk. So we have gotten to a point whereby I hardly see these people, Festus Keyamo, all these people we are seeing today are people who fought for democracy back in the day. So what is it? Is it that the absolute power corrupts, or is it that these people were wicked from ab initio and they were covering it up? What exactly is going on? Now, is it that at some point they know they cannot beat them, so they joined them? What exactly is the problem? Why? Okay, now you see the likes of people who condemned some of these governments or you thought was Labour Party candidate. Now they are going to go and join APC. We've seen Kubana Chief Priest, we've seen Oke Bakasi do MT for Hope Uzodinma. Now, should we stay away from APC people, from government people till the next 4 years or 8 years? That is the topic. Or should we remain in opposition? Or should we say, oh, it's politics? Like Bidoma said, it is the same
Can I,
PDP people that are in APC.
can I just say,
Okay.
just say
Okay.
one?
Go on.
So good evening, everyone. One thing that I just wanted you guys to understand is that Nigeria is in a different hand. We're talking about APC. It's not about APC. Nigeria is in a different hand. When Goodluck Jonathan was in the regime, he told you that it's a cabal. Till today, nobody knows who is that cabal. That's people who manipulate Nigeria, irrespective of whatever that you do. Once you do not believe in that class, it can never achieve anything. That is why we see somebody like E-Money paying homage to MC Oloma, who is a tout in the street. That's why when you see some all these big celebrities, they only come out to say what will benefit them. They don't care about what the masses feel. That's why you will see somebody like chairman of Labour being beaten up. Nobody is talking about it. That's why you will see president professing that they want to buy a yard, and later they say it's for Navy. Later they say they don't want to buy it again. They put in the money in education, student loan. Then they come back again. They are telling us that Buhari regime have already made a procurement for that. That this government is only fulfilling the procurement. So the only thing I'm suggesting for everyone, both my loved ones, anyone living in Nigeria or people living outside Nigeria, it's just there's a word that normally say that hope never die. We only believe that maybe there will be an incarnation of what happened in Ghana years back. Probably it might happen in Nigeria, but if not, Nigeria is in the hand of
We don't
cabals.
we don't really hope for that. You see, Mr. Odera, you see this country, it's not about tribalism in per se. You see this federalism we are talking about, it can never come to fulfillment. Do you know why? Because it will stop some people from benefiting from the corrupt system. We have so many powerful people benefiting from the corrupt system in this country. So you can't expect that to happen. It's like someone trying to collect your job from you from where you receive food job. Sure, you go be. That's where you be. Look at this country. When Peter Obi was going to court, all this, I was just laughing that this man, well, it's normal. You have to put up a fight. If Ahmed Lawan was still the Senate president up to the time of the election, don't you think that this country is funny enough? Ahmed Lawan was the Senate president till the time of the election. A man who wanted to go for the governorship aspirant of the state, and the Supreme Court had to reinstate it. Till date, nobody knew what happened about that case. Nobody knew why the Supreme Court reinstated Ahmed Lawan. Because
Police Abakoba said that case is rubbish. He said that case is wrong. That judgment is wrong. And that is on national TV.
That is a Supreme
Police
Court.
Abakoba, a former president of NBA, saying that was laughable.
It was
To tell you what they have gotten of our judiciary. So are we in a democracy? Can you
Mr.
say we're in a
Odera,
democracy?
you can see that was a judgment of the Supreme Court. That was the judgment of the Supreme Court. So when Peter Obi was going to all this, I was just laughing that if this kind of thing, if this kind of thing can take place in Nigeria, is it that same court you are going to? It's not just possible. You can see the way the law was interpreted. I used to tell my friends something. Nigeria, the constitution of Nigeria was created for thieves. Believe me, this country was, the way I look at this country was actually created for thieves. Believe me. If you look at the way this country is structured, if you look at the way everything goes in it, it's as if it's created for fraud. It's as if you are actually really, you can't really benefit anything substantially if you don't add 2 + 2, 2 + 1, one way or the other. Your business, you see, this country is not straightforward. And it is the system. It is just the system. The system is wrong. People are really benefiting. So see, Mr. Adera, it doesn't take 2 + 2 to know an administration or a country that is going to change. All the people that have stolen the country or in the money in this country, try them in court now. Send them to prison. That is the way you know that a country will work. It's not all these things that is going on, all these theory talks and jargons. Nothing will change with these things.
System of judgment.
Nothing will change. You are talking about an Abakari who was caught on camera collecting dollar from me. He's working as a freeman to the bail on court with such a grievous offense. You are talking about the national president of APC, that is Ganduje, who was caught on camera collecting dollars from Boko Haram. That case is hard in court. And today, you see, EFCC caught him. The same man that caught him was sent to prison. That is Bawa. And the same man who was caught collecting dollars is the national president, national chairman of APC. So you see how funny this country is. That is Ganduje, caught on camera. It was a very hard case. He was not going to escape. And you see how they made him escape by giving him the national chairman of APC. This is a very funny country. So when I say all of us on Instagram, we come here, blah, 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 I'm a statistician, we come and speak grammar. I just look at all of us as hypocrites because it's not hard to see what is wrong in Nigeria. What are we discussing? What are we really discussing? Is it hard to see what
Do
is
you,
going
do
on
you
in Nigeria?
know something that is very scary? Do you know with all the voter education, the $300 million or whatever that the EU gave to Nigeria, the whole hype about go and vote, your vote will count before the presidential election? Do you know Tinubu is the president of Nigeria with only 8 million votes? Video might help me with mathematics. 8 million out of 220 million. Is that even up to 1%?
I don't think so.
Exactly. So that means and this is what CNN wrote. CNN said that the president of Nigeria is the president with just mega 8 million votes with all the hype. Now think about 2024. How many people will come out and vote? The governor of Imo State won with 400 or something thousand, something like that. You know, people don't care about voting, and we are killing the democracy more. And these guys are not concerned as far as INEC declares you is good. Nobody cares. You know, there are times you do things with a little bit of conscience, with a little bit of, okay, let me steal, but let me work. At least I'm also a Nigerian. This is only 8 years tenure. Let me do something for the people. Go and look at what Alex Oti is doing in Aba. Is it rocket science to help your people?
I'm
I
even
believe
scared.
before you come into politics, you must have made money. So your problem in life is not poverty. It's not like you are broke or poor. So I'm trying to make sense of Nigerians of yesteryears and Nigerians of today. What has gotten over us? What is the real problem?
Mr. Adera,
Okay,
and look at the
let
tag.
me answer. Let me try to answer that question with Nigerians of yesteryears and the present Nigerians. Okay, let's start by reviewing the democracy system, the system of government in the past. Then we had men who fought for one power. We had two categories of men in the system of government from the history of Nigeria. One, we have those who fought for power. Secondly, we have those who fought for power and those who fought for the people. We talk of likes of Yaradua, likes of Obasanjo, uh, what's his name again? Those they fought for the people and they fought for Obasanjo fought for the people and he fought for power. No, he was not less corrupt, but then he was good. He was an iconic image that we can always reference to and say that, oh, in the history of Nigeria, this is one of the men who fought for people, who we can, you know, be so proud to mention names like Abacha. You know, those days men were after their integrity, the people, fixing a government, a system where the future generation can be able to, you know, have a view of what they are fighting for, who they are fighting with, and who they are fighting against. So, but these days, I think that a whole lot of things has surrounded the mindset, has contributed to the mindset of the present Nigerians. Now, one, everybody is fighting for wealth. Nobody values integrity. Everybody, majority of the people are fighting for tribalistic values. Some other people are fighting for what they can secure for the people that are not even like worth creating. Let me use that word because it's when you create a good footstep, you think about what is coming behind you. So now we have this whole bunch of people. Nollywood is adding and contributing to the whole rotten mindset of Nigerians. Now, you call a typical young Nigerian from 1980s and ask them that if you become the president of Nigeria, what can you change? You listen to the first thing he will tell you. He will tell you that change. What do you expect me to change? Change what they've already ruined. Nobody is interested in creating a good system. Nobody, everybody is just fighting for what they can get because I feel like nobody believes in the system anymore because they've totally messed it up. So everybody now is fighting for what they can get. If my brother is there, my brother can help me achieve this. If this person is there, he can help pass the power to me. So just like they say, absolute power corrupts good manners. Power is something powerful. So it takes a very selfish and imbued leader to understand and know how to use power. So Nigeria will never get better until we understand that the people we are fighting with or we are fighting against is not us, but then we are fighting for us to become better. You get? But now we are just fighting within ourselves. We are fighting ourselves and we are fighting for the wrong thing, which is not the right thing. If we create a better step, a better future, a better system, who would want to travel? I was telling my boss today that me, I don't want to travel because my siblings are all on me. I said I don't want to travel. Kilo day, if I want to go do my master's, I fit travel, go do my master's, come back. I don't want. Nigeria is a good place. We have good weather. We have good natural resources. We have fertile land. Instead of us striving to, create a thing out of ourselves, we are trying to create a thing out for, as in our personal value. So it's just the truth until we understand that the battle is within ourselves to fight against what is not fighting for or against us, then the better we will become. That's just the truth. Everybody wants what they can get for themselves, not what they can get for the society, not creating a change or impacting the society. No. So until
Like,
we
Um, let
like
me
what
let
you
me
are
ask
saying,
let me ask
like
you
what?
what you said.
Sorry, bro. I know. Like what you said, my sister. Yeah, let me refer you to a video that going viral. A girl that said that it's not about having a first class in Nigeria. That is who you know. I remember those days. You go to school in order to acquire a good degree, you know. But this lady now is telling you that after after 2 years with first class because he doesn't know anyone. He never got a job. But those people who have like pass, second class, they're all doing well for themselves. You know, we're talking about government, which my friend here, I've already agreed with him several times. Nigeria have lost their moral. We lost our moral. It's not about government. Government is 1% of what is happening in Nigeria. Now, this is a where you see a youth. I'm not castigating it, but you will see someone who's supposed to be in the unit killing her girlfriend in respect of he want to make a money. You know. So all the same, I believe that I believe that one day they're gonna get it better. Probably it might not be in my lifetime. You know.
Sorry, bro.
Okay, let me say
add
this.
something.
Okay,
He
so
said sorry. He made a
please
statement.
hold on to your thoughts. Hold on to your thoughts. Yeah, you will say it. I want to say something. Bro, what you said at the last bit about youth, that is the trickle down effect of what is happening at the top. I said something earlier. I'm going to go back to it. Obasanjo created two institutions. One, INEC. Two, EFCC. INEC was supposed to help the democracy because remember, Obasanjo is a military man and was a military president, and he was in prison, straight from prison to presidency. Obasanjo have a good heart for the people, like you said, Videoma. Now, Obasanjo created INEC. Now he created EFCC. EFCC is supposed to be deterrence. It's supposed to be, if you do this thing, we will catch you. We will probe you. We will seize them. That EFCC died in Buhari's tenure. The same Buhari that we are told that he's a good man, he's transparent, he's white as snow. And I keep telling people, this man is far from good. The same man that was caught with Ghana must go during Abacha's time, he was still the Minister of Petroleum then. Now, EFCC today is gone. The first thing Tinubu did was to lock up EFCC boss after he did the CBN governor as well. And then the next thing, INEC is already in his pocket. Yakubu Mahmoud is destroying INEC like crazy. Almost everybody is saying the same thing. I thought the man will honorably leave. But guess what? It's Nigeria. He's still parading himself as a useless chairman of INEC. So what am I saying? When the institutions you built for a reason are now the downfall of democracy in Nigeria, what does that tell you? If we have a good man at the top that can come out and say, listen, Yakubu, off you go. And heads roll, even in the FCC. When they brought that Bauer, that small boy, I knew they wanted somebody they can put in their pocket. You see, evil men don't just act in one day. They plan it, they orchestrate it. If you see criminals, they read the law very well. They know the loopholes in the law. Police know criminals, but they cannot go after them because they have to find a good evidence to use against them in court. And until they have that evidence, they will not just go after them because those criminals know their law. So they orchestrated these things bit by bit, put Yakubu there, put Ababio there. What do you think registration will do to Tinubu? What do you think somebody like Ahmed Lawal will do to Buhari? So they already hold you down. Then you come to judiciary. Who is there? All of them are appointed by the same people because Buhari wanted to be president at all costs. And Tinubu knew this man had the clout, then used this money to sponsor him and had him in his pockets. All these things were planned. Evil genius. People call him a genius. He's an evil genius. Now the problem is, even the most powerful people in the world, talk about the Putins, talk about the what's the name of the North Korean president, they still work for the people. Even the worst presidents that are powerful, they still work for their people. So why can't Nigerians enjoy steady light, ordinary light, good road, ordinary road, water? Why can't we enjoy that? There are countries that are deserts, but they have water running because their people Their presidents, their government love them. Why can't
So they are
we have
personal.
people like that?
Um, sorry, there was something you
Honestly,
said.
it's not funny. It's not, see,
Wait,
video man,
you
right?
what do you wait? This is you and I expressing our individual opinion on things because these matters are really, really concerning. So now let me say this. You're saying Obasanjo created EFCC and INEC, but then the mistake he made was making it not as in putting it under the same body that can control them. What do I mean by this? You cannot disobey the person. You cannot bite the hand that is feeding you. You can never do that, regardless of how smart you want to act. You can never bite the hand that feeds you. Okay, now I become the president. I appoint you as the EFCC chairman. I appoint you as the chief judge, and then you go against my wish. Because I still have the same power to remove you. I will remove you. So now the question is this: did he make a good decision to put them under the same power? Yes. If he had decentralized it, I'll know that, okay, I became the EFCC chairman by merit. Now I can act because I don't care. If you now you will be president, go dey fear say, if I fuck up, sheni, this senate they go sit down, do the right thing, they go comot me. If I fuck up, EFCC will come at me. If I fuck up and I go to court, they go tell me the truth, and they will take me off there. So now the problem is, how do we decentralize and remove those powers from that same body?
Prince Arum just answered your question. He made it that way because he wanted $10. The same thing Netanyahu is doing in Israel. The same thing Putin managed to do in Russia. You see, power intoxicates. It makes you feel like you're untouchable, right? Now, he did all of those things and wanted to use it to cement himself there. But then, Atiku and the likes, in fact, the whole Nigeria fought it. And this is why I don't understand. Those people that fought against Abacha, those people that fought against Obasanjo's state tenure, why are they all now bowing down to Tinubu? Is there any good heart Tinubu has for Nigeria that we, the youth, the people, now they call us social media influencers, are not seeing? There's something that Tunde Not said today. He said that from what he's noticed, and that is actually what everybody has noticed, your votes don't count. So why waste all the billions, right? They're just dashing this guy money, dashing Yakubu money, making him richer. But the point still remains: where are all those good people that fought Abacha, that fought for democracy from the military, that fought for against Obasanjo's state tenure? All of them, what just happened? Has
They've
everybody become quiet?
corrupted.
What of all our military men? They keep retiring, and left all the corrupt people on top.
I remember
How do we come out from this mess?
there is one thing my ex used to say. He will always say, back then when we argue about politics, he would tell me that the problem why the system of government keep getting rotten and corrupt is because the good people are not being granted the opportunity to change those things. And then the truth is this: from what happened in the presidential election now, majority of Nigerians went, we voted, and then the person that wanted to become president became president. So now the question is this: how do we gain back the power of government, which is democracy by the people for the people? Happy? So now, if you know, there's one thing they when I was studying one history like that, I read about poverty and power. You know, when it comes to politics, they use poverty as an object against their own slave. So now they keep the people poor. They use the token they can give to you, and then they will deceive you. So now they give you this little opportunity. Maybe they will tell you that, when I become president, I will do this one. You don't buy your sense of reasoning. You don't come on your head. You now, the integrity now, because somebody has told you that, if I become president, I will make you this, I will make you that. So now you are functioning on that goal, trying to make sure that this person becomes president so that you can achieve that opportunity that he or she has promised you. So now it's high time Nigerians start becoming less selfish and start becoming intentional about the changes that, benefit everyone, the younger generations that are coming up. So that's the problem. Because the truth is this, let me tell you from what I observed on this past election now. Dangote na Tinubu person. Now Tony Elumelu na Tinubu is the current president. Tony Elumelu now is Tinubu's person. Dangote is what it be the past president sef?
Buhari.
Buhari's nigga. So now these people now they are managing the economy. If you check it, Dangote is very influential. Like when it comes to the economy of Nigeria, he has a very strong structure that he can use to manipulate the poor. You come to the banking sector, the financial institution of Nigeria, Tony Elumelu has a very strong structure. So now, how do you intend to watch the poor people fight these people? They keep taking advantage of the poor. So there's nothing to do. Since the poor are not wealthy in their mind, they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe that time is what achieves goals. They just want to fast forward to achieving that promises that. So we keep getting worse and worse and worse. Things keep going rotten and rotten and rotten, and nothing can be done about it. It's just this
You
whole
see,
thing.
I don't want to leave the seat of the president in this conversation. I want to focus on that because they said the buck stops at that desk, no matter where you're coming from. As far as Nigerian system is concerned, we don't have free judiciary, we don't have free press, we don't even have free legislature, and we also don't have free, what do you call it? Even free police or free INEC or free anything really, EFCC. Everything is controlled by that presidency, by that one man. So now, going to Tony Elumelu and all the rest, these guys are businessmen. All they care about is profit for their investors. And their investors might be Oyibo people, their investors might be Nigerians, their investors might be Africans. All they care about, like you are seeing this country now, somebody gets all this business. It might not even be from Malta. It might be somebody in America. It might be somebody in UK. All he cares is you do your board meeting, you tell me how much profit I'm making. Who is enjoying this place? It could be people from his country, it could be people from other countries. So again, let's leave those elites. I go back to that presidency. If we had P2B, we know the trajectory could have changed, but we don't. So what do we do now? Where do we go from here, Vidoma? That's the question. Should we disassociate from APC people to show that we are good, or should we mingle and call it politics? Say I, for example, if Tinubu call me and say, promise you're a good, promising young man, we see what you do on social media, come, I heard you're an IT guy, I'm going to go off in 30 seconds. I will try and come back up again, okay? I'm going to come back up again. Yeah, so if they give me an appointment, should I reject it or should I take it? Those are the real questions I'm asking myself, because I feel like Nigeria corrupts people.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why my account can only do an hour. I don't think I've done up to 4 hours, so I'm surprised that ended. But then here we are. So yeah, we're having a discussion around how we got to where we are in terms of Nigeria, our democracy, and how do we start untangling ourselves from this mess. Hi Victor, longest time. How do we start untangling the mess? How do we start? Where do we start from? Where do we turn to? We can't turn to INEC. We can't turn to EFCC. We can't turn to police. We can't turn to military. They've retired all the people that fought the good fight in Nigeria. We don't even know what is going on. We can't turn to legislature. We can't turn to Senate or House of Assembly. They have hands in there. We can't turn to, what do you call it? The press. They are controlling the press. They penalize Rise TV. They penalize anybody that doesn't say what they want them to say. Right? So where do we go from here? We just need to flood the system in our numbers. How do we flood the system? For personally, I'm thinking, what should we do? What should we do? In terms of, for example, APC guys. If an APC man should invite you to an event, and you know you call yourself a good man, you call yourself an obedient, you don't believe in the statu quo. You guys are noisemaker. Nothing is wrong anywhere. It is our imagination. Olu. Olu, I saw your video. I think you've jabbed. Olu, you've jabbed already. I saw you in jab.
Nigeria is making progress, but negativity has blinded your judgment. Olu, where are you, Olu? Olu, you've jabbed. I have a very good friend. He's a doctor in Lut. This guy is the only person I know that supports APC. Immediately Jagaban won, the guy ran and came back to UK. Olu, you Japan to Germany. Olu, where are you? Where in the world? I did not Japan in Nigeria. Okay. I saw a picture. I thought you were in Germany or something. I thought you Japan. Okay. Now, it's not our imagination, my brother. I live in the UK, and I can tell you for a fact, in 2010, when I came to study, I came with 250 to a pound. Oh, that's US. So you went to US. I compare US and Lagos. Compare US and Nigeria. Now your man be president. Compare America and Nigeria. You are making progress. From 250 to a pound. Now it is 1,000. I think the last, let me not be wrong. Let me put it the lowest minimum. 1,200 to a pound. And you're telling me it's my imagination. Okay. How much is a bag of rice? Do you know in this Tinubu's short stay as presidency, do you know how much we've borrowed? Do you know how many billions of dollars we borrowed already? Both the ones America give us as aid, the ones we've borrowed, the ones they've Buhari applied that we just got. Do you know how much do you guys know what is really going on in Nigeria? Only it's not our imagination, it's our reality. The thing is, if, for example, I was saying something, why should I compare? US is far older than Nigeria. Defending Naira using subsidy can't be sustained. What do you mean? You lost me there. You lost me. What do you mean? What do you mean? You lost me. You see, only people like you think you are doing yourself good by supporting Tinubu. But what you guys don't understand is that you're mortgaging your future and the future of your children. Because if Tinubu is supposed to have, he said he wrote some nonsense and said his manifesto. When is he going to implement all those things? So you guys were doing all these buzzwords with us in the Fix Life for months. It's time for practical. Debate is long gone. You guys are now, everything is done, sealed. Supreme Court has given you judgment. So what's up? What's happening? Why is all those fantastic ideas and geniuses? Why is our money still frustrated? Why are we this is the lowest Nigeria has ever been in record, mind you. We've never gotten this, even Buhari did not get to this exchange rate. You can continue to use foreign reserve to defend Naira. What does that mean? Bro,
You
we
need
didn't
to
even care
remove.
about foreign reserve back in the day. We
You
didn't care
need.
about foreign reserve. All we know is exchange rates. Nobody knew what foreign reserve was. Your government made us to start researching why Naira was dropping and they started saying foreign reserve. Who spent it? APC.
You need to
PDP
remind
didn't
him
do
that.
like that.
Also remind him
Relax.
that the
Hold on, he said something. He said, relax. It takes time to build a rotten system. Oh, you guys are building a rotten system. You're not even saving us from a rotten system. I give up, Oru. Enjoy your America or Nigeria. All I'm trying to make you understand, Oru, is that the likes of you, Bongoli, you guys are mortgaging your future. And you guys don't realize it. I travel a lot. Not a lot, but I travel. Look at a small island, Malta. Look at how peaceful, how enjoying, how sweet it is. We have all these things, all these outputs you are seeing. We have beach. I was hearing the other day somebody was saying in Lagos. Can you believe it? In Lagos there is no public accessible beach. Every beach in Lagos is private owned.
So, brother, I salute you.
Godwin, go.
So the point is this. Let's start like this. The there is no constitution in Nigeria that is working. The constitution in Nigeria is not working.
It's not the constitution. The problem is the system, not the
Yeah.
constitution.
Can I
Because
speak,
the
please?
people
So,
are the system is manipulating the constitution. Hello?
who is the system?
Hmm.
Hmm?
The system is still made up by the citizens of our country.
So, meaning you also included. You are part of the system. Hmm?
I'm not in the circle.
No, you are part of the system. We are all part of the system. So here I'm talking about the constitution. When the constitution is not working, what needs to be done? Those are the questions. Because you ask yourself that you brought in since the democratic elected government from 1999, you brought them in. What have they done? What change have they brought since 1999? So it's getting worse. Every regime that comes in is from bad to bad. It's just getting bad on a daily basis. Now, you
Hmm.
talked about the naira evaluation and the rest of it. There are more things that the government is not telling you, and we are not aware of it. And there are people that are supposed to, their job is to. So there are people that help to speak, oversee the affairs of government. They are not speaking up, and it looked as if they are being compromised. Now you look at this, the parties. You ask yourself, from how many years now, you don't even have an opposition. When you check London, UK, for instance, the opposition is being paid to be an opposition, meaning the job is to checkmate the ruling government. But you have Nigeria where even the opposition is being compromised. They are being paid to even fight being the opposition. They are being paid to be in opposition. Look at those ones that are clamoring and crying today, from APC to PDP, from PDP to APC, cross carpeting on a daily basis. And how do you want the system to work? How do you want the government to work? Hmm? So I really think that people need to understand this. I'm not a fan of APC. I'm not a fan of any government. I all of our dreams and hope and aspiration is to be able to have a better country where you can come back and you know you are safe. You can come back and see everything is working and people are, doing their businesses and everybody is up. Not like if you don't support this government, your business crumbles. If you don't do this, this government will be against you. If you don't support this government, they demolish your home. All sort of that. You don't find it in this part of the world we're in. And I'm saying that the earlier we start changing the change they are talking about. Because sometimes when I see a person like Showore talking about revolution, it looked as if the only solution to Nigeria is just revolution because he looked at the government. Just take, for instance, on yesterday, election in some of the states where a whole electoral body, INEC, who does the election, have to have a copy of written, recorded when people have not, the masses have not casted their votes. So what are you talking about? What are we saying? So is kind of, you ask yourself, where is this thing coming from? The system, who are the system? The election, which is the INEC body, what are they doing? How is it possible that they can distribute the election papers, and then you figure out that those elections, they have already written results already for a particular party? What are we saying? So, like I said again, politics in Nigeria right now is who it favors. If he's your brother, you know he's not doing well. Or if he feels that he's on the party that you know that is going to win, your own is to support just to be able to help your stomach and your family. That's what people are doing right now. There is no integrity anymore in the electionary system in Nigeria. There's no integrity in the system right now. Everybody is just working where they know they can get to feed their family. That's what Nigeria is currently. So if you are talking about the system, yeah, someone will say, give the government time. Yeah, they just get into power. They probably want to get things done. Yeah, give them time, probably 4 years. Maybe after 4 years, they're also working to be able to get to the next election. You check in Nigeria, if you can be able to have a one, like I said, if you can be able to have one time uh, 6 years in office, one time you don't come back again, I think there will probably be a change. With that way, you know you are in there for 6 years. And after 6 years, you don't come back again. Because what we see in Nigeria is recycling of politicians from government chairman to House of Assembly to House of Reps to Senate, Senate to governor, governor back to Senate and to ministers. So you see just recycling, and it looked as if these guys, they are just the only people that can be able to move the country forward. They are the only people that have experience to be able to be in those positions. So what are we saying? Is it
Okay. Oh.
what to talk about?
Sorry, Miss Tolu, on the comment in the comment section, you I like your confidence and how much you believe in the situation of Nigeria currently. But then let me ask you a question. As a leader, do you think that your first 6 months, your first 6 months as a president of a country, and then the only thing you could think of is borrow, borrow, borrow to do this, borrow to do that, borrow to do that, borrow to do, not even trying to revive, trying to revive. Imagine the craziest part of it is borrowing to purchase vehicles for the Senate. The senators, you borrow money to purchase cars for your senators. If
Yeah, Other, are you
you're borrowing
referring to
money,
me
if
or what?
you're borrowing money to fund the system, the system of the government that are not functioning, the bodies of the societies that are not functioning very well, like the educational sectors, health sectors, agriculture, that can enable us to revive the economic aspect of Nigeria, is a different thing. This one, you're borrowing to purchase vehicles, you're borrowing to purchase yachts, you're borrowing to, like, does that even make sense?
Yeah, so on other, I just want to chip in something from the information people gather that this presidential year you're talking about, it has already been, the money has been put there since if before this government. I don't know if you are aware. This money has been there before this the budget. They have already purchased this yash, this presidential yash before this government. So probably from the information reaching us, I don't know if you are aware. So
Yes, I'm aware. I heard the
yeah,
military
so
or
let's
the
call
navy have purchased it already.
exactly. So let's call a spade a spade. So it's not this government that make that purchase of presidential yash. So let's not tie that on the Ahmed Tinubu. He didn't make the purchase, right?
No.
The
We tie
purchase
it
has
to
been made.
him.
So
He can reverse it. He can say, "Oh, we don't have money for this." Even
how can
P2B
he
condemned
reverse
it.
it?
He can
Bro, you
reverse
see,
it. Listen to me. Listen to me. You
Let
can
me explain
reverse it.
something. Let me
You can
explain
reverse
something to you.
it. You can even stop the states from buying those vehicles.
Let me
You are the
explain something.
president. You can
Let
reverse
me
it. When
let me say something, bro.
when Goodluck came to power, they sold our refineries. They sold it to Dangote and Tadala. He reversed it. As president, you can reverse it. You see, the problem is that a lot of people are now, and this is why I'm making this topic, right? It's easy for you to join them when you know you cannot beat them. A lot of Labour Party members and even PDP are going to switch to APC because a lot of people are desperate. They want to further their political
That's
career. They want to get
that's
into the
what we
helm
are
of power.
that's what we are saying right
So,
now.
so that's what
There
I'm
is
saying.
that
People need to either
the
you have that
politicians are
resolve that you're not going to do that.
they are shameless. They are shameless to tell you that the politicians in Nigeria, they are not in the politics or in government for the benefit of the masses. They are there for their own personal family interests. Take it today, leave it tomorrow. That is the fact. You look at the election currently, look at the election that just happened in few states. Is it 3 states yesterday? Look at what happened. Is that not shameful that INEC will write results for a particular party where the masses have not casted their votes? And today you declare somebody winner of an election. That is to tell you that the system already is getting worse on a daily basis. The police, the military, they are all working for the system. They are not working for the interests of the masses. Why are we here killing ourselves every now and then? We shouldn't be killing ourselves. What we should be asking, what is the way forward? Who are those that can change this system? Because police is not for you, army is not for you, navy is not for you, air force is not for you. They are working for the interests of the people in politics. Even the court is also in favor of the politicians. They are working because the politicians are the one enriching them. So how can the system work? How can the system work? You see somebody commits crime, somebody will just steal a loaf of bread. They will kill the person on the street. But these people that embezzle billions of resources that belongs to the masses, the taxpayers' money, they are considered a cent. Huh? Look at the politician. What are they promised? How can a governor promise you that he's going to send over 4,000 Imolite to Canada? Meaning you cannot create a job opportunity in the states where you govern.
And they are telling us he won the election.
Huh? And the same people, when they are saying it, the same people
And they're
are
telling
there
us that PDP and Labour Party agents
the
voted
same
for
people are
APC
there
because it got
shouting
zero.
the same people are there shouting and applauding them. Eh? So you can also see the people following them. People following these people are those that are doing business, that also have their business is their interest. Because if they know if this man wins an election, it's going to favor them. It's not going to affect their business. These are what these people are doing. So let's understand this whole system. There is no shame. These guys are all they're so shameless.
You see, Godwin. Let me say something. There is a reason why I brought this topic. Yeah, the reason why I brought this topic is that, like I said, it's difficult for me now to even dissect our youth and say who is a good Nigerian or who is a bad Nigerian. I mean, we saw Olu here, who has always supported APC, still supporting APC with all the evil and atrocities they are doing. I mean, Tinubu has been in power for more than going to 6 months, if not more, and they are continuing to support him. And these are the enablers. These are enablers. See, when a crime is committed, the enablers of crime. You know, you see police chasing a criminal, you see where he runs to. You don't want to give that information, you hide that criminal. Tomorrow he will continue because he survived that day. So what is happening in Nigeria is that INEC has enabled what is going on. Judiciary has enabled it. Even the youth corporate that collected money. Whoever has in one way or the other supported these people enabled it. Now the problem is the few of us that we consider ourselves good at heart Nigerians, people who want the good of the people. Should we stay away from these APC people? If, for example, I'm somewhere and I will condemn Tinubu if after 2 years we seen without seeing improvement. Olu, you can take this to the bank. As far as APC is in Nigeria and Tinubu is power, there is nothing that will move forward in Nigeria. Do you know why? I will give you a reason. Yes, INEC enabled. INEC also enabled in Imo State. INEC also enabled in Kogi. We know the power of the incumbency. The EU report says it all. Listen, I don't care about what Nigeria does, but what is important is our image. You think Oyibo they monitor us? You think they're not seeing everything that is going on? They rank the countries according to democracy in Nigeria, and Nigeria is now going fast down in that list. Yeah, we are going fast down as democratic countries. We're not democracy. They know all these things. They see the sheer number or the sheer volume of applicants for visas. Even UK is what do you call it? Bringing a lot of people in as care workers, allowing people to bring their dependencies. Now, husband and wife will come here to come and do care work, to come and be cleaning people's bum. That is what Nigerian president and APC have reduced Nigerians to. People who have master's degree now do care work just to get visa to stay here, just to get paper. And you're telling me Tinubu will change anything? Because so everybody knows he's taking me.
So what you say?
My phone is going to die soon, right?
So,
but I want to say this. Olu, if you're waiting for 2 years, I will even give you 3. In fact, 4. Next election cycle, let's see what Tinubu will do. But I can tell you, with the people that are surrounding him, people that surrounded Buhari, nothing good will come out of that place. Nothing good. Do you know why? Because the man know how he got there. Like Peter Obi, my principal says, you see, if the process is not excellent, you cannot be your excellency. Take it to the bank. Even if Tinubu turn around to have a good mind or say he wants to work for the people, no, he won't work. Because people he surrounds around him are bad people. Is it wicked that will work for the good? Wicked that is already fighting for that to be giving him percentage. You see, we're in a serious mess. Serious mess. Just the other day, Argentina Prime Minister had a corruption issue. He resigned. In a sane society, Yakub Mahmoud should not be coming on public appearance. There are politicians in the UK who cannot come out in public again because
So,
they've been found wanting.
so my
In
brother, you are
Nigeria,
saying
you
you
will commit
prefer
crime
you
and you will
prefer
come out boldly.
this guy is saying you prefer MBA. What will MBA reports do? What would the report do? Hmm? What would the report do to the country? Hmm? So, like Odera, I don't know if you're there. So the point I'm just trying to
End of the day, um, you see a lot of people where the jackpot, they leave the country. What you are saying is that if you cannot beat them, you join them. That is what you see in Nigeria. Then, for those who thinks that there's nothing they can do, because Nigeria right now, when you talk about politicians and government, they come after you. Even when you are not even in Nigeria, they still threaten you from where you are, what they are going to do to you. So that is to tell you the level of how desperate politicians has become in the country. Look at those ones that you call the Labour Party representative in the House of Reps. If they think that what the government is doing is not good, why didn't they reject those SUVs? Why are they not rejecting those prayers given to them, both in the national and the reps, House of Reps? So that is to tell you, people you see, they come, they tell you this, they tell you that. Once they get in there, they join them. Because you ask yourself, do you have the capacity? Do you have all the tools to fight those demons? The answer is no. So either you are not there or you are there. That is the truth. That is what is going on in Nigeria. Because very soon, like
My brother Olu, if you want to keep justifying the evil that happened in Nigeria called election, you can go ahead and be doing that. But we all know the truth. These guys are just committing the highest crime against the people, which is silencing the minds or the mandate of the people. Somebody like Yakubu Mahmoud should be in prison for what he did. And he also did it in Imo State. A lot of areas did not have any election.
and he's still doing it. And nobody is being held accountable. Look at the last presidential election and the last election that happened. Have anybody been held accountable? No. Has anybody been arrested? The answer is no. And those, when you see them say they collected bill, look at this election that just happened. They will tell you they collected over 10 million from electoral bribery and all that. Did they show their faces? The answer is no. Because at the end of the day, their godfather will call the authority and ask them to let the guys go. And they will be free. And those that will suffer it will be innocent ones. People that you see that went to club or went for their daily activities, they are coming back late. They will get arrested and put them in place of the ones arrested. That is what you see in the country. And it's very bad. And it keeps happening every day. So if you don't have money in Nigeria, you are nobody. And when you get arrested, nobody come for you. And if nobody come for you, you become a scapegoat. That is what you are seeing in the country. And when you see people, you see them as you are talking about it, they are still in Nigeria. And they will be there abusing everybody. But they are the same people suffering it. They are the same people suffering it. You ask me, what is their interest? Just because I belong to a particular political party. Is I belong to a winning party. So that is what you say. You talk here, they will abuse you.
They are not. No, let's correct something here. Eh? Somebody like Olu is not suffering. He just went to America and he's back in Nigeria. They're not all suffering. If you join them, you will benefit. Festus Keyamo is benefiting. You see, that is the dangers of being on the right hand side or the right side. Somebody like P2B have suffered. He has really, really suffered. Nigeria has dealt with him. If you want to be good in Nigeria, they will deal with you. If you join them, they will make you sweet. And that's why they jump from one party to the other. So I'm saying Nigeria system has a way of corrupting the good in people. And you see people you started with or people you thought you are with, you see them doing well, and then you want to be like them. Have never worked with any government. So what are you benefiting? You must be sweet. You must be enjoying for you to continue, because if you are feeling the pain, you'll be shouting like Asare Dokubo.
Just,
If you're not benefiting, you'll be jumping around like so many of them that I've seen online already.
just
So if you
imagine
are still
analyze
supporting,
with
that means you're
with
enjoying.
all the shouting, with everything he's done. Now he's shouting, rigging. This is the same architect, the architect of this whole rigging. Now they have rigged him. Now he's complaining and shouting. But you forgot that you also left the same party to that party. And when it wasn't good for you, you ran away from that party.
What I will not have you do is to insult Nigerians. You see, Olu, Buhari went abroad and said that Nigerians are lazy. Do you know that the UK came out of the EU and then opened more doors for Africans to come? Do you know why? Because Nigerians are more hardworking. I drive Uber as well. I'm also an IT guy. I'm an information analyst by profession, but I also drive Uber on the side. I carried one guy. He's from Malaysia. He said to me that Nigerians are the ones doing care work, that they come out 3 hours before their job starts and stay in their car. He's the one telling me. So you cannot say Nigerians are not working hard because you're a tech expert, you're a chartered accountant and economist. You think other people are not going to school or they're not working. People are suffering in that country. That's why there's no protest. That's why you've not seen breakdown of law and order. That's why you've not seen anarchy. It's because we have a very strong, we have thick skin. We absorb a lot. No matter what you do to Nigerians, they will survive. That survival spirit is why people are not going to the streets. But that does not mean things are right. That is why we are talking, because what else are we going to do? If you riot, they shoot you. What else are you going to do? Your last hope, the judiciary has been corrupted. And the
Nothing
politicians
will
know
happen.
this, so they've done their worst. So what else is left for the common man to do? That's what I'm saying. Should we join opposition as good people, or should we join so we can benefit from APC? There's some people that are making jokes, join APC and get 20 million. If, for example, somebody like Tinubu should call me and say to me, young man, come down from UK, what are you even doing there? How much are they paying you? Come down to Abuja, I'm going to give you a position. Or you'll be a PA or SA to one of the senators. Should I turn it down or should I take it? Should I go and say, okay, let me help and make a change from the inside? Or should I say no? That is the question I'm asking. Should we affiliate with this government that we condemn? They asked Peter Obi, are you going to work with this government? He said no. Outright no. He said no. He's in opposition because the process is not, if he lost fairly and squarely, everybody will join together and work for the government. But even Atiku is saying the same thing. Atiku went through all the stress to prove certificate, they rubbished it. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, it is easier as a Nigerian, it's easier to show your corrupt side than be a good person. People don't realize this. It's easier for you to join crime than to do good. So it's not like we don't know what APC is doing or we don't know all their antics. We know. Some of
That's
us want
only in,
to be good people.
that's
So
only in
don't
Nigeria.
rub it on our face and say, oh, we are doing this is because you're not creative enough. Don't do that. We'll come abroad and we'll flourish. Mark the word, flourish. Nigerians are doing excellently well abroad. All you need to do as a Nigerian is to leave the shores of Nigeria. You start doing well. Immediately you land abroad, it's like your destiny opens up because you are coming into a system that works. You don't even need to go and pray and fast or go to deliverance or prophecy or whatever. You just know that if you work, you get paid. You just know that since I've been in this country, light don't never off for one day. I've never used my hand to wash my clothes. Washing machine is always there. In every house you move to, there for you. Light is always there. Gas is always there. Constant. And you are telling me that we're not working hard? We are working hard. We're hardworking people. We're educated people. Minimum, first degree, or even masters. But there's no system. That's why we have our doctors running away. So please, let's cut the chase. The point still remains that we are going to be benefactors of all this system that we are doing today. Like I said, Some people were good years ago. Today they are in power and they are bad. It is now less for us. Are we going to toe their line? Are we going to do the same thing? My battery is about to die, so I'm going to end the live. Maybe continue tomorrow or something. But please, it bugs me. When I go out there and I travel and I see good things and I see how other people are living good life, why can't Nigeria enjoy the weather they have and build amenities that can generate income? Why can't Lagos government have a public beach? Everything must be privatized for money. Why can't they do things that are good for the people? How much money do you need? How much money does a generation need? How much money do you have to steal? Why is it that the whole institution in Nigeria, nobody can help the common man? Everybody is now playing to the gallery of the oppressors. These things disturb me. It eats me deep. And that's why you have little by little good people joining those people. Because they look and see, this system, we can't change it. I have a friend from my family. Let me just go and join the winning side. And by the winning side, they go and join APC. Now they become the oppressors themselves. I'm going to leave you guys. I hope I've said one or two things that will prick your minds. Olu, I don't know what else to say to you, brother. If you want to take 2 years, like I said, take 3, take 4. If Tinubu does anything better in this government, I will support him. Yes. But so far, so bad. I can't say so good. What is your closing statement, Godwin, before I end the live?
Brother, I don't get what I want to tell them. The only thing I want to tell them, say, may they enjoy what they vote, may they enjoy who they vote for. They should enjoy it. We are waiting. He has 8 years. So
And for the record, INEC selected Tinubu with 8 million votes out of 220 million. Not even up to 1% of Nigerians is what they are bragging that they won. They won election. I'm going to leave you there. Thank you guys for joining. And continue to be good if you're a good person. Because if you are bad, that means you are helping to destroy the good. But if you remain on the good side, slowly but surely one day, we shall take over the right thing and our mandate shall count and Nigeria shall be better. We're not demons. We're not different from Americans or Chinese or Nigeria or British. We can also do things that are good for ourselves and for the sake of our children. May God help us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Godwin, for joining. Thank you, Videoma. Thank you, Abro Troops. Thank you, everybody that joined, and God bless you. Good night.